Oh, and we're live. We're live. Welcome to the house that Andrew built. This is your host and, you know, person extraordinaire, Mike Angerhauser. And along with me is the ever amazing and talented and colorful Tina Tamazewski. How you doing, Tina? Tina? Can you hear me now? Oh, I'm such a boomer. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, a firm.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, a firm.
Yeah, okay. I was trying to share it out and all hell broke loose.
Oh, we
Let me
don't like
try it one more
glitching.
time.
We don't
Microsoft
like
account
robotic. We
problem.
don't.
We need to fix your Microsoft
What's wrong
account.
with my microphone?
Your microphone. I said Microsoft.
My
It was my
Microsoft?
Microsoft account. No, mine.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
getting an
like,
error
you're getting 404s?
message. Microsoft account problem. We need to fix your Microsoft account. Most likely your password changed. No, I didn't change my password. So most likely he's trying
Most
to hack my
likely,
account. Maybe wouldn't be the
a
first
Nigerian
time.
prince is
You
going to
know,
ask you for money soon. It was a joke.
right?
Yeah. I need money.
300, 299.99, and you never have the problem again. Lifetime service
Oh, and then
for you, pretty
this
lady.
is one of my favorites. Your warranty for your car is expired. Please tell me the information to your car, please. Please.
Expired. We've tried several times. Yeah, we tried several times to reach you in mail to no response. This is your last chance before your warranty is permanently expired on a car you don't have. Right? I like to ask him, what car is it you're talking about?
And I said it, and I
I guess
say
he
to
didn't know which
them,
car.
"Oh, hello, Philip Blair. Hi. This is a nice breath of fresh air. I haven't seen him in so long.
It's Philip. Hey, Philip. I know. I know.
Philip
He's
Blair
at
is a nice guy.
he's about oh yeah, he's the best. He's
He
he hadn't been at Pete's streams as much, but he was there. He's there
he
recently
has
this week. Yeah, I think it
he's
was
got
it
a
last week, Philip?
very obscure sense of humor, but so as do I.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Like I said,
welcome to
he's
the
the best.
weirdos. Yeah,
We love Philip.
welcome to the
We
world
love
of
our Philip.
weirdness.
That's right.
Um, Philip.
I think one of Pete's childhood friends named people in his group they're creeples. I thought that was appropriate.
Oh
Creeples.
yeah.
So Philip is also one of the creeples.
Oh yeah. I think I probably am a creeple, but I need to
You
watch
are.
the show the next day because if I stay up too late, that'll either create me with
Not a good day.
two situations,
Yes, I know where you're going.
multiple situations.
Hmm.
Me sleeping on the floor with my face down in the computer
Yeah.
or on my phone, and Karen kicking me, saying, "Mike, get the fuck up! Why are you sleeping in the living room?" And two, um, me having insomnia and not being able to sleep at all and staying up all night, or three, me staying up really late and being a grumpster all day long. And I don't want,
Triggering a seizure. That's what I'd
yeah,
worry
and that's
about.
one of them too.
Yeah, usually sleep. Yeah, sleep is always a big trigger for Michael.
Circadian rhythm is very important. That's why I don't do
Mm-hmm.
shift work anymore.
Oh, I can see that.
That's why. That's why I don't. I used to do flip flops at my job.
Yeah. I used to do it, and I loved it though. I loved it. Of course, I didn't have
I
epilepsy,
like
but
doing. I like flip flops, but I don't
I think
like.
it worked better with my narcolepsy. You know that? Because I tell you what, I was never late a day. I never had to speed to work. I was never tired. And I was working
I
second shift and third shift, and it would go like 1 week on one, and then the next week
Yeah,
on
that's
the
what I
other.
used to do at my
Mhm.
job. But I would be at the
Mhm.
desk, and because I had seniority, I had like 13 years on,
Yeah,
and
I know.
I I mean, but on my job they would just force you, and they would just say, Mike, you got to stay 16, and I would have to do doubles, and
That's
then that
crazy
would
too.
affect my sleep pattern, especially if I did third shift. Third shift, forget it. I mean,
Uh
I
huh.
would come in at 12 o'clock and 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and come home and watch the
11
sunrise
o'clock
the
the
next.
next day. Yeah. Yeah.
And then sometimes I would have to stay for 20, and
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't know.
that's
They
what
can
led
force you
to.
guys to do that, especially with that type of job. I mean, what if you got in a situation? You know,
Yeah, but they think about it as like,
and
what if we got a situation?
yeah,
It's
I know,
manpower.
but they're talking about human beings trying to make spur of the moment decisions. Do I kill
Oh,
this person
forget
or
it.
not?
If I mean if I worked an afternoon tour and I got forced into a midnight, there was no way I was able to make any decisions like on the fly.
No,
Say if I
be
encountered,
dragging you
if I
on
got
your
I had
feet.
a car stop, if I had
Yeah,
EVP, or if I had even something as simple
probably
as
passing out waiting for teletype to come back to you,
teletype. Oh my god,
right?
yeah,
Probably passing out waiting for them to come back. Just not
yeah.
the old days. I don't know.
Well
I
then,
think now they just have a computer they just put everything into, right? They don't even talk to teletype,
yeah.
do they?
We
Unless you're
had
getting
teletype like
dispatched.
when I first started, and it was
Mhm.
like it was DOS. I mean,
Yeah,
it almost looked like something out of like ET. It looked ancient.
we only
And
had
then fine.
radios, Mike. I only had a radio. We didn't even have a computer on board.
We have radio. I mean, we
Yeah,
have
that's
radios.
all we had, though.
I
That's
mean,
all we
and
had.
then I had like it was like the back cave around me. Like I used to always be the communicator. So I had my radio. Then I also had a
Uh-huh.
foot pedal for
Uh-huh.
pushing the radio for dispatching.
Okay.
And then I had
Okay.
the whole entire tour. Every cop that I was responsible for the whole tour, and
Uh-huh. Were you
not
supervisor?
not what's that?
Was it a supervisor? What? You said you're responsible
No,
for the whole tour?
no. I, I'm not. I had to be responsible and accountable for and know where everybody was. So I
Ah,
had to
okay.
like say, hey, this car is on not Teletubbies Philip Blair. He's such a butthead sometimes. No, we're just talking shop police shit. And
Teletubbies are
say
demonic.
like the lieutenant would always constantly. I will always have certain lieutenants saying, "Mike, where's this unit? Why don't you send him there?" And then I'm like, "Well, he's on an MVA. He's trying to put down some speedy drives so people don't kill themselves. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, on the oil in the street." And then I would have to explain it to the lieutenant, and he like some lieutenants were cool and some
They do it different
were
up there.
a major pain in the ass.
Yeah, they do it way different up there. Here in Florida, like uh,
What's that?
Orange County Sheriff's Department rarely responded to accidents unless it was you know, well, no, I guess, yeah, they just rarely responded to accidents because
Fatality or
Florida Highway Patrol, FHP, that's what they did. They responded to the accident.
you
So
see,
it didn't matter whose jurisdiction you were in. If there was a traffic accident, Florida Highway Patrol would respond. Well, if there's fatalities in what is it called? CDL,
you're roboting out a little bit.
which of course Orange County had homicide units. So, and that's
Yeah.
the same thing too. If you had
If I have what?
Oh, it must just be my internet. It's my internet. It's wonky. It's hinky.
I'm sorry about the wonkiness.
It's hinky.
Yeah, well, it's
My
nice. It's
internet's
nice out in
hinky.
New York today, so
It's wonky.
I'm gonna go for a hike. Wonky.
Oh, it is beautiful here today.
You know
It
that
is so pretty here today. You wouldn't believe it.
I was watching a show with my son, and they actually genetically engineered a creature called a zonkey. It's a zebra donkey hybrid, and a liger.
What is it?
Tiger.
A
A
zonkey?
liger, a lion, and a tiger.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah, the Ligers in Florida kid on Twitch, Mike, and his best friend worked at a animal reserve in South Florida, and he worked for that couple that owned the liger. That it's a blonde-headed chick, right? You always see with
sure
it.
it wasn't
That's her.
like
It's theirs.
Carol Baskin, whatever the fuck her name is.
I don't remember her name. It could have been.
Yeah, you never
But
seen
he
Tiger
worked
King?
for them. Oh no, wasn't them. No. It was not
okay.
them. But he worked for the couple that owned that liger in South Florida. He had
I own a liger. I'm like, that's okay.
Right?
Like,
right?
all right, you have a liger. I have a dog. I have 2 dogs and a couple fish.
That's quite wild enough for me. My 2 cats. My mother's 2 Yorkies.
Lola.
Damn dogs.
Oh my god, my dog just vomited on my carpet.
That's nice.
Not
in the new house.
Brand new carpet too. I'm gonna kick this dog's ass.
Go ahead and pick it up.
Tina, just give me a minute, all right?
Yeah, take your time. Take your time.
Bitch-ass
What we're going to do today is Mike is going to be doing what would be considered almost like Zentangle, but not. He does like the graffiti, like the doodle art, which is amazing. I think that's my favorite style of his, actually. And today I want him to do something that's like on an alien spaceship. So we'll get to see all the little wires and cords and buttons and doodads and stuff. So that's what he's going to be working on while we're talking, and he'll periodically show us what he's working on. So this will be fun. Like I said, because this is definitely.
I just started working on it in pencil. I'm going to start inking it.
Okay, so he's sketching it out right now, and then he'll come back in with his
Sorry about the
.00.
The dog puked on my carpet.
That's okay. We don't want no dog puke on the carpet. Then he comes back in with his .005 or .001 marker.
I'm actually going to start with a .6.
A .6 today. Okay, so that's a little bit thicker. That's thicker.
Yeah.
In case you guys know how it goes. 005 is like about the smallest you can get. 05.
To throw down some pencil.
As we're watching him go back and forth to clean up dog yak.
Brand new carpet. Brand fucking new.
What are you saying, Philip? I had a cat who thought he was a liger. They all do, Philip. All cats think they're ligers. They all think that they're just the coolest shit since sliced bread. I know my one cat's worse than the other one. He just thinks he's so cool. And him, it's funny, my mom's got the 2 Yorkies and I've got the 2 cats, and the dogs get along well with my one cat Marley, but my profile picture is my cat Rango, and Rango's the one with the attitude. And he'll walk up and he'll stare down my mother's meaner Yorkie, which is named Petey, and he will stare him down and he'll do like a little just like pissy meow at him, and then it's funny because Petey will look at him and he'll lift like one side of his lip and start growling at him, and they have like this little Mexican standoff, and they just stare at each other and then of course there's me in the background saying stop it, and then they quit finally. But they're funny together.
I'm back, and
they're not killing each other.
I'm going in with
I didn't know.
A pencil. Just a regular Crayola pencil.
Okay.
It's orange. And I'm doing some line work right now, and I'm going to make it quick.
Oh,
What's
just
that?
reminded me. I just spent money I didn't have yesterday. And I
That's
bought.
the story of my life, brother, sister. I spent a
I
lot of
know.
money I don't have.
I bought the 48 count set, Mike, of the Lyra's Aquarel, the what are they called? They're like crowns, but they're water soluble, so you can work them two ways. You can either lay it down directly on the
Tina, you're
paper,
roboting out hard.
and then you know you blend it out, and and it,
You're roboting.
they work really well. Or you can take it and you can take your your water brush and put it directly to the crayon.
Oh, all right.
But
I missed most of that because of
it was like almost like the Derwent Inktense pencils do. They're a little creamier, and you can go back in. I bought the Lyra I think it's called Aquarel. Oh shit, I can look it up on my phone. That's what I can do. Dude, I won't affect the
I mean, you could share
PC
it
then.
for those aspiring artists or ones that like to.
Have you ever heard of them? There, where they're like the
like the
Faber-Castell gelatos.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Have you used the Faber-Castell gelatos?
I think I have them somewhere in my house.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're German made.
Yeah, the Germans they make nice cars and they make very good art supplies.
You do?
As do the Japanese. Oh,
I have not used them yet.
Any German Statler.
Absolutely.
You're buffering. How do
I was just saying last night, German or Japanese made.
Yeah, Germans and Japanese, they make amazing automobiles and art supplies. So like the Sumi pens, like the ink pens, they are freaking amazing. The brush strokes that you get out of it, beautiful. And German pencils, like Derwent or Statler. Say again. What?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just listening to you. I'm just listening.
Oh no, I thought you were roboting out again. I thought you were
I may be.
Arigato. Yeah. Speaking of Japanese.
Okay, they are called, let's see.
Derwent and Statler are like German badass mofos. And as is Faber-Castell. I think they are German as well, right? Faber-Castell, however.
Oh yeah, and Faber-Castells.
Yeah,
Faber-Castells. That's why. Yep.
They're from the
called
homeland.
Lyra. Okay, it's wax crowns. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I have those crowns somewhere. And
well, our mutual friend there, Dee Dee Willingham, was telling me that I should try the Neo colors. Well, listen to this shit. Okay, I went in. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get them. I went in. I got the 40 count set, $54, which was a great price on them. And then Amazon came back and said there was a problem with the order, and they gave me an alternate seller. And guess how much they were? $70. And I'm like, no. And they wouldn't give them to me for the $54. And they're the ones. I don't know if maybe there was only like one left, and I think maybe I ordered at the same time somebody else did. So, I lost it. Is it
that people just give you something in replace because they're too lazy to?
Yeah, but $20 more.
Yeah,
$20 more.
Look, Tina, I have a 65-inch television screen.
Mm.
Um,
That's
Mitsubishi
nice.
makes crayons. I didn't even know that.
I did not know that, Philip. I
Yeah,
absolutely did not know that
I had a
Mitsubishi made art supplies.
Mitsubishi. Remember the projection screens that weighed like 900 pounds?
Yeah,
I mean, I thought I was so cool, and
you were at the time.
I had,
You were.
I had a
You were
Panasonic
cool.
laser disc player,
Hmm.
and who had? I'm like probably one of the only people that had laser discs. I remember watching Pink Floyd The Wall on my laser disc player with my friends
Oh
in my
wow.
basement.
Okay.
Yeah, and
You don't need no education. No
how can you have
dark
these parties if you don't need to
sarcasm
meet?
in the classroom.
I loved Pink Floyd when I was a
I
kid.
know. I liked Animals was too early for me, but I like Dark Side of the Moon and I like The Wall.
Well, Animals, I love,
Mm. Well,
and
yeah, that was what put them
my
on the map,
favorite
I think.
album of all their catalog is Metal, Meddle,
Hmm.
and it's they actually have a documentary. It's called Live at Pompeii,
Okay.
and they're in Pompeii in the
I think I seen
Colosseum.
that. That's on
All it's
YouTube,
just
right?
it's just all of them alone with the camera crew
Uh huh.
in an empty Colosseum, and they show you like Pompeii. You know how Mount Vesuvius
Yeah.
took out everybody
Yeah. Yeah. It's really
and
sad.
and made people like statues.
Yeah, and they were like huddled together. It was really sad.
Yeah, and they showed like imagery of like the people covered in ash as they were like playing the music, and it was like the most psychedelic thing. It was insane. Like
I
I
can
was,
imagine.
and a lot of the music was from Metal, and they showed Roger Waters like producing and making Dark Side of the Moon, which I
Well,
thought
okay.
was groovy as
That's
hell.
cool. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and him like playing with like all the synthesizers and Moogs, and I think it's called a Moog. That the computer thing that they use to make music,
Okay. Do you know?
and
Speaking of,
him like just messing around with all this different stuff and being creative. And I was like, these guys are awesome. They were so ahead of their time, and they were
speak,
just like just a psychedelic jazz band,
right?
that wound up becoming beasts. Do I like Roger Waters' politics? No. Do I like it? Do I like their music? Yes. I saw them. I mean,
Hey,
hi
Brian.
Brian. See, I saw them at the nearest. I saw Roger Waters at this place called Nassau Coliseum, and it's like where the New York Islanders used to play. And
Okay.
it's a big stadium. It's on Long Island. It's like 5 minutes driving from my house.
Cool.
And he had a during the animals section of the song. He had like a helium plane,
Pig.
like a float, a thing like a zeppelin flying around.
Oh, Zeppelin. That's right. It was a Zeppelin then.
It was
Yeah.
flying around the stadium, but it had a face of a pig on it, and
The Wall was the pig, right?
it had Trump's face hair on it,
How funny.
and it said Trump on the side of the plane. And
Oh
somebody must
wow.
have been messing around with like a controller, like making it fly around, and
Uh-huh.
everybody was just like looking at the thing flying around. And at the time, I was on the job, and and I definitely saw people in altered states of mind.
Sure.
Yeah, and
Pink Floyd. Sure you did.
and then because I'm still a cop. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't be partaking in any of that shenanigans.
No.
Yeah, I could drink, which
Well,
is
you could have, but that'd be hard to explain.
yeah. And
Actually, I
then
think
at
that's
the
why
end of the
service
song,
people do.
he had like him and Putin. I used crushed freezing chicken breasts
Oh,
breading. What?
what?
Cheez-Its. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was sitting there like
vision is a little
coloring, and
off.
I couldn't figure out what in God's name you were just talking about. I'm like, what is
I
he
thought he said
saying?
he used crushed chicken breasts.
Reading Brian's
You know,
comment.
I gotta tell you what I love is I don't know if you ever tried it, Captain Crunch chicken.
I've heard about that now.
Captain Crunch chicken
Yeah, I've heard that recipe before.
is
I've never tried it, but I've heard of it.
it's transcending.
It's
I mean,
transcending.
it is unbelievably awesome.
It's transcending.
Yeah, it's so freaking good, man.
That's funny. It's
Yeah, so
transcending.
I mean, he used Cheez-Its for chicken breading. Interesting. So, all right, I got a lot of my pencil work done, and
Yeah,
I
let's see
have
what you got.
a
I'm going to see what you got
I
so
have a
far.
Sharpie, and it's a 0.6,
Let's see the pencil work
0.7 gel
before you
pen.
do the Sharpie. Using a gel pen? Okay. Look at that, you guys.
And that's just the beginning of it. And and I'm using Bristol Vellum 11 by 14, and I folded it in half because
that's the paper.
It's just freaking paper.
Yeah.
But
it's not cheap paper though.
What's that?
It's not cheap paper though.
No, it is.
It's like Doug Tenaple paper.
Canson makes it.
Yeah, Doug Tenaple paper.
No, yeah, no. Doug Tenaple uses papyrus from like he uses scrolls that Jesus used. Yes, he's like.
I don't doubt that. I
He's
don't
like,
doubt
yeah. I only use papyrus. I only use papyrus that the apostles use. I'm not mocking his religion because I'm a fellow Christian, but I just like to dunk. But
you know what? If he could get a hold of it, he damn sure would have it.
He goes,
he damn sure would have it.
You go, Peter the apostle. He wrote his letters to the Romans in this paper and to the Ephesians.
And that's what Doug Tenaple draws on.
That's so only the paper that Paul the apostle writes on.
That's right. It's so funny.
I could have gotten Mark, but I'd rather have Paul.
I'm telling you right now, if he could get it, that's what he'd be drawn on.
He rolls out a papyrus and he takes his expensive pens and he talks to he's
the rest of the time he's engraving on copper scrolls,
And he's like, it's gold tapered. It has gold
gold leaf.
Yeah. Definitely. I like busting Doug's balls. I mean, but he is one of the nicest people and most approachable. He is very nice. He's very approachable and kind, and
he's very nice.
I do thank him for making good books, and some people I don't thank because some of the books are not good.
Well, I tell you what, I loved Earthworm Jim. That was when I loved that game. I was like so excited to meet him and get to talk to him and stuff because
the comic and the book,
like the video game. I had it and I loved that game. And I was just like, like I said, so excited that, get to meet the person that created it,
Yeah. Well, I've streamed with him a couple times.
Yeah. He's been on with Pete, too. Pete had him as a guest on one of his streams, I guess about 2 years ago now.
Yeah. And I'm just realizing, like, how old I'm getting and how time's flying by.
I know. I don't think Doug knows that I made his group page for him. I don't think he even knows.
Well, say, hey, Doug. It's Tina, the page that you have.
I don't have that. I don't have that account anymore, thanks to Facebook.
Oh,
they stag that, and they stag my Instagram too.
Hello, Bean.
Bean from PA.
Bean from PA.
Welcome.
Bean from PA is faithful. I mean, every time I stream, she probably hops in like for at least a minute or two.
I recognize the name. I remember seeing the name.
It's a she. Yeah, Bean from PA. And that's Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, before you get too far off of music, I was gonna mention. Did you see what Jesse Miller's been doing lately?
Yes, and I talked about it on his stream.
Okay.
And I I think I was belly laughing hard from the stuff he was saying about like what was he was talking about, like he had some blues guy on, and that blues guy
God knows.
was freaking epic. I mean, he was you could hear it, like that's why I love blues. It's like because they pour their heart into the music, and they it's like, you know, that's why they call it the blues. You're just talking about the strifes and the troubles and the tribulations of your life. So you're down on your luck. You fall out of love, and this
It's
guy
like
was shredding on guitar.
like soulful rap.
I mean, yeah, before rap was even a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, and this guy was killing it. He was. I never heard of him before, but he was shredding.
Okay.
And I'm like, "What? You care about copyright strikes?" He's like, "No, fuck them." And I'm like,
No, he
"All right,
doesn't. He
all
doesn't.
right, Jesse." And then he goes, "My next song is from Justin Timberlake. No, not Justin Timberlake. Justin Bieber."
Oh, he did
Uh,
Justin Bieber.
he said Justin Bieber, and he goes, "It's the whiniest bullshit I've ever heard in my life. It sounds
Yeah.
like he's getting raped in jail."
Well, he may have been a kid when he made it. I mean, he may have been 16 or 17-year-old when he sang the song, depending on which.
No, I think it's more contemporary. I mean,
Oh, is it from his newer
he says
stuff?
like he says that he was saying it sounds like he's getting ass fucked in jail.
That's Jesse.
And we all had to
Jesse.
stop, and I had
Sure.
to wipe the tears from my eyes from crying.
I'm sure. That's Jesse.
And
He don't sugarcoat it, does he?
then he just has like this deadpan face on, like
I
like
know.
this.
Not a crack. Smart. No, I know. He said serious. I think he said serious. I don't even think he said it to be funny.
No, he's serious. He's like,
I know.
this guy is awesome. Justin Bieber is
That's my
fucking
Jesse.
terrible.
That's
I don't know.
my
I just wasted 3 minutes of my life, and I want to kill myself now.
I want to kill myself. Yeah.
No, I mean he's not suicidal, but I'm just saying. But the way he's just so dry, and
Oh, I know.
everybody on the panel
Very
was,
matter of
was
fact.
dying laughing. I
Sure,
mean,
very matter of fact. Yeah.
and there was some bloke on there from Britain.
Oh, DJ Beto.
I think so. Like
Yeah.
he's a stoner.
Yeah, probably DJ Beto. I guess. I'm assuming.
I think so. And that guy was he was funny, man. I got to have him on my show once in a while.
He's funny.
Yeah, and they were all like,
He seems like a jolly guy.
Yeah, and he goes, he's like, I'm gonna grow some Durban Thai this week, and I'm like, wow, okay.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
Good
And there was another guy. It was like, I think it was like a whole bunch of stoners and me, and I'm like, oh hi, I'm a retired cop. How you doing? Yeah. And Jesse's like, he's a retired cop. And they're like, we don't care. I'm like, yeah, I don't care either. You can talk about whatever you
should
want.
be used to it by now because it's the same thing with me, you know?
I'm retired. I don't care. I mean, you can talk about whatever you want. You think, what am I going to do, get fired? I mean,
know.
like,
I used to tell people, I don't give a shit. I'm working, and it's not even my jurisdiction, so, whatever.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm not going to, we're not going to do collar Jesse for talking about pot. I'm like, I don't care.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, meanwhile,
alcohol
is 10 times more dangerous than that shit. But
pretty soon it's going to be legal all over. So
yeah,
you know what I'm curious of? Isn't it going to be weird for the people that are serving time?
I think they're trying to get
Release
those people out of jail.
Yeah. Okay.
And pardon them for those long sentences for having large amounts of cannabis.
Yeah, but think of all the people that serve time for it. You know what I mean?
Well, then they go back. Then they can go sue the municipality. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they've.
Justin Bieber is so cute. It's Philip. Yeah, and I mean, I had a music show. I used to have John Malin on. And
that's right.
We used to I used to fight with him and bust his balls about Jimi Hendrix because he hates Jimi Hendrix. He says he's terrible, and I almost kicked him from my show because he was talking shit about Jimi Hendrix.
Uh-oh.
And I was saying like if I was on a desert island, I would bring Jimi Hendrix Band of Gypsies with me.
I mean, I'm not gonna rag on him. I was never really a fan, but I'm not gonna rag on him.
Nah, like there's been times when I've heard him like do a lick or a guitar solo, and I was like set back. I was like, holy shit, this guy, how is he doing this with his guitar? And I just appreciate him, like the way he can improvise and play.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I like stuff like blues and jazz. It's because you just make it up as you go along. If you play the same song, it never sounds the same. It'll start off the same.
Right.
Yeah, but then they start jamming, and
what do they call it? Run a riff or something like that? What do they call it?
Yeah, jamming or improvising.
Yeah, it's like
riffing off one another.
Run a riff, right? Yeah, a drop a riff or what? I forget how they coin it, but yeah, I mean, I can play about any instrument that I pick up. Yes, but really? I can't. Yeah, I mean, I can play like single, not like with the chords, and I can just play a tune, by ear. But I mean,
really?
For the most part, I need music. Did
you have training?
I couldn't do that. I mean, I was in the band when I was a kid. My dad hired I was a trumpet player. My dad hired no. My dad hired a guy who played in the Army Navy band. He was fabulous. He was so good.
Oh yeah.
He gets so mad at me because I never practiced. Because I was a kid, I didn't give a shit. But
I
wish I'd have kept it up. I have one.
I have a friend. I mean, he's actually my brother's friend, and I wound up stealing him, and he's becoming my friend as well. And he's a huge nerd and comic fan. He's actually he's in the chat once in a while. He'll drop a comment.
Oh, cool.
Once in a while, but he plays every instrument, and is phenomenal at everything.
Yeah, see, I wasn't phenomenal. I would need music, and I mean, I could play like a chromatic scale on flute, clarinet, saxophone.
See, like
any horn instrument.
He'll play piano,
except for trombone, because trombone doesn't have the valves like a trumpet or a French horn or a tuba does. But
yeah,
like I can't play guitar though. Like guitar, I don't know how to play guitar.
He does. I mean, and he's very good at
but I can pick out a tune on it,
wind instruments too, like the flute and the clarinet.
Yeah, the flute's the hardest instrument to play.
I don't know, because
the flute takes the most air out of any instrument.
See,
the flute is hands down the hardest to get a good.
So you're saying the guy from Jethro Tull is he's got skills.
Yeah.
I remember
it takes the most wind. It's the hardest instrument. It takes the most wind.
If you look at like Louis Armstrong,
he played it. Those guys played the trumpet so incorrectly. I don't know how they had the control with their cheeks out.
I actually went to a school called Louis Armstrong Middle School in Queens, in the city.
I do like Louis Armstrong though,
and it was
Ella Fitzgerald.
It was like a charter school. I got bused there because the school, the local school was like full of the gangs and people like were beating the shit out of each other and. Yeah, and I don't want to head down that route, so I actually took a test and I got into Louis Armstrong School. But I remember watching they call him Satchmo. I mean, him playing the trumpet, and his face looked like it was about to explode after playing like one song.
Yeah, they played with their cheeks out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that. I mean, that's I like I said, I don't know how. I mean, because they were unbelievable, and I just never could figure out how they kept
and like Miles Davis
out like that.
Miles Davis, Kind of Blue is probably another one of my Desert Island albums that I could take with me and listen to it over and over again and not get bored.
Who was the other guy? Al Hirt. Al Hirt was the other trumpet player.
I don't think I know who Al Hirt is.
Al Hirt was the other trumpet player that was around Louis Armstrong time, maybe just a little bit afterwards. You know what I have here? When I moved in with my mother here, the movers accidentally grabbed it. They grabbed my cousin's trumpet. She had bought herself a trumpet, and it's a Doc Severinsen trumpet, and it's worth
Oh,
about
shit, really?
it's about it's worth about $2,500. It's an amazing. It's beautiful too. It's silver, a beautiful silver trumpet.
Yeah,
It's
Dizzy
really
Gillespie
pretty.
was another great. Yeah.
Yep.
See, some people they think jazz is noise, but I appreciate it a lot. I mean,
I like the older jazz. I don't like the newer jazz. It just seems too messy for me.
yeah, sometimes it can get a little chaotic. There is a movie that came out a couple years ago. The guy that played J. Jonah Jameson. Oh fuck! And see, Tina, my memory is terrible. I think it was called like
Too.
It's about a kid who is obsessed with playing the drums, and he's a jazz drummer.
Oh.
And the whole time he just like shuts out his outside life to commit his life to playing the drums. And it was Academy Award nominated. He was Academy Award nominated.
I know what this movie is.
And Whiplash is the name of the movie.
Whiplash, okay.
And
what I always liked was the Benny Goodman story. That's old, but
I don't know it.
Benny Goodman, the Benny Goodman Orchestra, whatever.
Yeah, I know Benny Goodman. I didn't know they had a movie.
He started off. He was classically trained, but he just loved jazz, and he started hanging out with all the black dudes and playing with the black dudes because he could hang. He was good,
Wow.
And then he had I guess it's a woman he ended up marrying, but her family was like high society and everything, and that was the the thing throughout the movie about how they were going to get along. I guess because he wanted to be a jazz. Have his jazz band and play jazz.
Well, that's why I
think it was her father. I think it was her father or something like that. I don't know if he was trying to put him, set him up or whatever, but he invited him to play with the orchestra with them. And of course, she was freaking out, but she didn't realize he was classically trained. And he sat in and, of course, played it perfect. Like, screw y'all, I can play this too. It's a good movie though. It's good.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, he was a clarinet player. He's obsessed with playing clarinet, and then he had his own orchestra, the Benny Goodman.
Yeah, I know the name.
Band. Yeah.
But then the blues has some really really sick guitarists and musicians as well. I mean, guys like Howlin' Wolf, Muddy Waters, of course, B.B. King, Albert King, and the list goes on and on. I
always loved Ella Fitzgerald.
At last, I heard that movie last night, and I was like, I was like, that this song is just timeless. It holds up now. I mean, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So that's why I like what they call.
See, I like that. I like New Orleans blues.
Oh yeah. Like I mean, there's not that many out here on Long Island because up in the north. But they have a few Cajun spots around here, and they have like live bands playing. And I
love Cajun food.
And I get me some etouffee or some jambalaya,
gumbo,
or some what are they called, hush puppies, and and a nice bowl of gumbo. Yeah,
I love gumbo. I used to get the shrimp gumbo and have them add crawdads to it.
Oh, so good. I love crawdads, crawfish crawdads.
They're good.
And
especially gumbo.
I don't know how to eat them where you can.
Oh, when you crack them, suck out their head.
I can't. I don't know how to do it. I have them cut it for me. I'm lazy.
Yes, she does, Brian. Brian's saying Ella sings a good rendition of "Summertime." She does.
But
Ella Fitzgerald has the most beautiful voice, and she could scat. She could scat like nobody.
You mean like "Summertime" by Sublime?
Yeah, but it's not by Sublime.
No,
Summertime's a really old song. Really old song.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Uh, oh,
Let's see.
are you talking about like Will Smith, Summertime?
No, no, no.
I'm busting your chops.
Will
Uh,
Smith. He did
you,
sing something with like a bass line with it, yeah.
but that I love that song by Will Smith too. I hate to admit it. Summertime. Let's sit back and enjoy
A
it.
lot of people did Summertime.
I thought you
George
were talking
Gershwin.
about Sublime Summertime because they have a
Even
song actually called
even
Summertime.
there was a black group, the girl dated the Fugees. Was it the Fugees? They did Summertime
Lauren
too, right?
Hill. Lauren
Lauren Hill.
Hill.
Yeah. I
Hill
think the
had one
Fugees
album.
did it, right? It's called the Fugees though, right?
Um, yeah, it's called the Fugees. It's Praz, Wyclef Jean,
Willie
and
Nelson sung it.
and Lauren Hill. That's the Fugees.
It is a George Gershwin song, though. It's saying it's a George Gershwin song. Summertime is an aria composed in 1934 by George Gershwin for the 1935 opera Porgy and Bess. The lyrics
Porgy and Bess. Yeah.
are by DuBose Haywood, the author of the novel Porgy, on which the opera was based. Although the song is also co-credited to Ira Gershwin by ASCAP. The song soon became a popular and much recorded jazz standard, described as, without doubt, one of the finest songs a composer ever wrote.
Now I would
Highly,
play it, but
you
I
can't,
I don't want
you can't, you can't.
I don't want the Nazis over at
Yeah, you
YouTube
can't.
hitting me with a copyright strike.
Yeah, you can't. This is Gershwin's
No, I
highly
can't.
evocative writing brilliantly mixes elements of jazz and the song styles of blacks in the Southeast United States from the early 20th century. Composer and lyricist Stephen Sondheim was characterized Hayward's lyrics for Summertime and My Man's Gone Now as the best lyrics in the musical theater. But yeah, Summertime's a great song.
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
I think
That's why
Ella's is my
that's
favorite
why I love.
rendition, Brian.
What's that?
I'm telling Brian, I think Ella Fitzgerald's my favorite rendition of it too. Ella Fitzgerald's.
Oh, he's saying that Will Smith sampled Summer Madness from Kool and the Gang.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Um,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, that's why hip hop is. I like rap. I mean, old school, but not the fodder that they put out now,
Mm-mm.
like the mumble
I
rap
just
and
don't.
the.
And you know, the thing I don't understand about it, it's just like they're like name brand whores. That's all they are.
They're like, yeah, I got a
You know what I'm saying?
Bugatti.
And you figure these kids, these inner city kids or kids that are poor, I don't understand why they would think that was all that. I think it would be like shoving something in your face constantly. Look what you don't have. Look what
It's
you don't
like
have. Look
it's
what you
like
don't
look
have.
what you. I mean, you make a great point with that. You actually do make an amazing point. Like these inner city kids, they look up to them and they buy their shit and they make money off of them and they're like,
And then they
yeah,
don't come back to help out
I'm
their
sipping on
community
my
boys here.
Chris and getting in my G6, and I'm like, yeah, dude, that's good for you, but those kids can hardly afford sneakers, let
Yeah,
alone a G6,
you know.
and then
And don't tell me it makes them want to dream because that's bullshit. Especially when they're singing about thugging and being pimps and having
no
hoes and guns and
fucking man
cars.
hoes,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, no, they're bitches.
no, and embracing gang life,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
which because it's going to do one of two things. You
it's
can
going
say
to
it.
deter them or make them or make the kids try to become them or the character that they play in their music.
No, the two things I think it's going to do. It's either going to put them in prison or it's going to kill them. That's it.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
no way out.
the like if you live in the inner city, like I grew up in the hood. I mean,
Yeah, you did.
I mean, I'm a Caucasian man,
Hmm.
but I
Really?
did grow up.
I didn't notice. Holy shit! Are you
No, I'm
white?
just saying,
Ew.
like all this wokeness and all this craziness in the world. I mean, is bupkis because
I don't know.
guess what? I grew up with every race you can imagine.
Yeah, I did too in Orlando. They called us Southside girls. We were mean and we were mixed. So,
And I grew up, and I had friends of every color in the rainbow.
Sure.
I mean, and I don't, it doesn't matter.
No, not at all.
You know, Philip Blair.
Mecca was saying something funny today. She's like, you know what? I don't give a shit what color you are, what gender you are. I just want the correct change. That's all I want. I just want my correct change back. That's all I care about.
Mecca's been on the High Council lately. She's been crushing it.
Oh, I know. I love when she goes on.
And I noticed certain people are missing from High Council. And
I
it's
never really followed it much. So
no, it's like a Star Wars like.
yeah, I know. I know who's on it. Tom and Rob.
And Doomcock is on it a lot. World Class Bullshitters.
I've never talked to him.
Doomcock?
Mm-mm.
Doomcock is an evil villain. He lives in the center of the
earth. I know
earth.
who he is because of obviously you and Pete and Brian and everybody. But
yeah, Doomcock cracks me up, man.
A lot of people
like he pretends to be a supervillain, but he does get a lot of Disney sources, and he tears him a new one, like in regards to Star Wars, and he's very passionate about Star Wars and Star Trek. He's your atypical nerd,
Mike,
just like the rest of us.
Did you watch WandaVision? Did you watch
I finished it?
Yeah, okay. I didn't know.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
What'd you think? Did you like it?
I liked it. I heard like a lot
Some
of mixed
people were throwing shade at them for it, and I'm like,
I loved it actually.
Why?
And
it was a mind fuck. It really was a mind fuck.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was clever. I
liked the fact
special effects and everything were nice, especially just a made for TV thing, you know. I really enjoyed it, and most of the time I hate the endings. I still to date have not watched the last thing of Game of Thrones because everybody complains so much, and I don't want to run it. I've enjoyed Game of Thrones as far as I got, and I don't want to run it anymore. And I still have never seen the ending of Game of Thrones, but I enjoyed WandaVision. She did what she had to do, and I'm assuming they're going to do like they do with
they're gonna
American Horror Story.
It's a segue.
Yeah, it's going to go into
my hypothesis
the black chicks,
segue
right?
Into Mouth of Madness, and not Mouth of Madness, into the
black chick, right?
Of Madness. Doctor Strange 2.
I figured the next thing would be about the black chick because now she's got superpowers, and at the end, if you play it through and you get all the way to the very end of the episode 9, you'll see that an alien shows up and says that she's got to talk. The black chick. I don't know what her name was.
Skrull. Yeah. And
they want to talk to her, and she's like, "Where?" And she just looks up in the air. You know, like we gotta go.
They're setting up for a secret invasion.
Ah.
And secret invasion. That's a comic arc where the squirrels, they're like shapeshifters, and they take on the like say like there's like a Tony Stark Skrull.
So the thing about it then is she didn't get her powers from Wanda, did, right?
I think she's had them the whole time.
Okay.
And that's why her eyes grow.
Well, I just figured it glowed because she went through that, through that.
I think she may have gotten them from Wanda from going through the hex many times.
The hex, yeah.
Yeah, and I like the fact that they use hexagons a lot, and she's a witch, and the whole play on hexes.
Very clever.
People were bitching and moaning that like, oh, Mephisto wasn't there. I'm like, well, so what?
I enjoyed it. See, now but I'm a person going in without knowing anything about the story. I have not even watched Avengers, any of it.
You haven't watched Avengers?
No, not yet. No. Nope.
Is this So
I went in completely cold looking at the series and took it for just as what it was, nothing with no background or nothing, and I really enjoyed it.
Well, I like the fact that they kind of went into the later on explained why she created the fake world.
Yeah, well, yeah, she was hurt. She was heartbroken.
Because her father used to sell those DVDs, and
yeah,
That's
Oh,
what
okay. Her history about it as a child. Yes, yes,
I'm
yes,
talking about. Wanda Maximoff, yeah,
yes, yeah. That's why
and
she
her
like.
parents
Yeah,
getting blown up and killed, and her getting
yes.
pissed off and becoming a radicalized and going and getting tested on by Hydra.
Hmm.
Cannabis can make your eyes glow. Yes, they can sometimes.
Is she really the Scarlet Witch?
Yeah, that's listen. Scarlet Witch has been around since like day one. She's an OG Avenger.
Okay,
She is a mutant. Her brother is Quicksilver.
but he's dead now, right?
He's dead. And the other guy's Boner. and I
What?
and
Yeah.
I think
Where did they get Boner from, though?
I don't know, but you remember Growing Pains? Was it Growing Pains? His friend's name was Boner.
Oh, my cat's fighting with the cats next door, and now the dogs are gonna start barking.
Oh Jesus, I
hang
hear
on,
them already.
hang on
But
1 second. I'll be right back, Mike. Hang on.
sure. And my dogs are barking next door as I stream, and Tina's going to handle. Pets are a wonderful thing to have, except when they vomit on your floor or they fight other animals, or they bring in dead animals. That's one thing I don't enjoy. Is that like hey, I caught this rabbit. Look at its dead body. Here's a present for you, Daddy. No, I don't like it when they bring in carcasses of animals. I had a Yorkshire Terrier that ripped off the tail of a squirrel and then eviscerated one a few days later, and it was a very very nasty scene. So dogs are cute. Yes, they're nice. I love dogs. I'm a big dog person. I'm pro rescue, and I don't like puppy mills or breeders because they pure breeds don't last as long. So I don't know. That's why this is why I love streaming. It's because we jump around from topic to topic. We can talk about Jimi Hendrix, then we go to WandaVision, then we talk about dogs. The cats next door started it. I mean, I miss streaming. I miss streaming every day, but unfortunately, I have things to do. I mean, I am retired, yeah, but I own a house now. I had to go to home. I
Sorry
was at
about
Home
that.
Depot. Yeah.
Oh, it was
I was just
awful.
I was telling the chat that this is what I miss about streaming is that like we can bounce around from Jimi Hendrix to WandaVision to dogs
That's
and
right.
just go be all over the place and not have a set topic while I draw and talk to Tina. I mean, it's
Right.
it's
Oh,
very fun.
speaking of which, let's see where you're at.
Stand by. I just want to finish this one wire.
All right, we'll take your time. I
This
just
one this one
get to a
arch.
stopping point there, and let's see what you got so far. It's looking really good, as usual. Oh, great. Now here comes an airboat and a helicopter. Oh, look at that, Mike. That looks awesome.
Can you see it?
Yes.
You see the complexity of it?
Yes.
I mean, I wanted to give it the vibe of being, alien.
Yeah.
No one can hear you scream in space,
No one can
or
hear you.
Aliens, which was the sequel, one of the best sequels ever. Rest in peace, Bill Paxton. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know if you've seen any of the Prometheus or any of the other Alien movies, but I think Aliens is my favorite, and the first one is very good too.
It seems like I've seen Prometheus.
Prometheus is actually it's more.
Who was in it?
The girl from the girl with the dragon tattoo, and what's his name? Michael Fassbender. Michael Fassbender was in it, and he played the android.
I don't think I've seen the whole thing, but I
It's
know
like an
I've seen
origin
parts
story for
of
the
it.
aliens, and
I
they
think
talk
this is
more
where-
about the space jockeys
Yeah,
in Alien, and they go into that huge like area, and there's that guy just sitting there in the what looks like a cockpit, He's got like a mask on, and they go more into the lore of those guys, the space jockeys, and not so much into the xenomorphs, the ones that crawl around and hug your face and spit acid on you and kill you. You know,
Ew.
they go more
See.
into the space jockeys.
It's from
Yeah, and then they
2012,
made a
right?
sequel, which was shitty, Alien Covenant. Yeah,
It's
which was not
maybe from 2012, right? Is that the right
I
one?
think 2012. Yeah, yeah, and Michael Fassbender is a great actor too. So
Yeah, set in
yeah,
the late 21st century and centers on the crew of the spaceship Prometheus as it follows a star map discovered among the artifacts of several ancient Earth cultures. Seeking the origins of humanity, the crew arrives on a distant world and
yep,
discovers a threat that could cause the extinction of the human species. Developed in
good movie.
2000s.
Some people didn't like it because it's like, I mean, it's more of an existential type of thing.
Okay.
Philip Blair says, "I miss my Maine Coon." Aw, they're very cute cats.
You had
They
a Maine
shed
Coon, Philip? I don't
they
remember
shed a
that.
lot.
That's the reason why I got Rango, my profile pic cat. He was the afterthought. I actually got Marley because Marley looks like a Maine Coon. That's why I got him, because I always wanted
Yeah.
him. Who the hell can afford a Maine Coon? No, but Rango, they said, was his brother, and the lady's like, "Well, don't you want to take it out and stuff, blah 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 bullshit." I'm like, yeah, give him to me.
Give
But
me the cat. Shut up. Go away.
yeah, she kept. After I told her I'd take him, she kept still trying to sell him to me. It was funny, or sell me taking him. Like, and she, I was like, I said I'll take him. She's like, oh, you will? Oh,
Shut
okay.
up. Sit down.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know.
You had me at it's his brother. Okay. I don't even know if they're brothers or not. They probably bullshit me on that. She
And
bullshit me and said they weren't feral. I know that. And they were very feral. Very feral.
yeah, I mean,
She brought them to me though.
oh, she did.
I could never meet with them, because I was working second shift, and
Yeah.
by the time I got out, they were. It was like one of them adoption agencies, whatever, and they were bringing them to like the PetSmarts, and they'd have them there for a day or whatever. But you had to make an appointment with somebody and all this shit. But I didn't get out till 11 o'clock at night, and I never could make it there in time. So she's like, "Well, I'll bring them to you." I'm like, "Okay." So she brought them to my house because it just so happened she lived like 2 blocks from me. It was really weird.
It's weird.
And she brought him there, and she's like, "Do you want to put him in a room?" I was like, "No, why?" And she says, "Well, so you can keep it contained or whatever." See, she knew they were feral.
He's feral.
I'm like, "No, no, they're going to live here. Nobody lives with me, so I don't have to worry about anybody letting them out." And she's, "Oh, that's great." So she
Keep
lets
him in
them
a room
go.
so it doesn't eat your face.
Mike, she let the cats go, and I didn't see them for 3 days. I don't know where they were, where they went, but I literally could not find them for 3 days. I was just putting food out, and I'd get up to go to work in the morning.
Take your food. Go
Yeah, because
away.
I was working at the time. I'd go to work and the food would be gone. I'd put down food. And I'd come home from work and the food would be gone. So they were eating, and finally, like the third day or maybe even the fourth day, I finally was able to corner one of them, and then finally the other one, to start petting them, let them know I'm not going to kill you, But man, they were
Yeah.
terrified.
I like cats, but my allergies are
You
just
can,
so
yeah,
bad.
you're allergic, yeah.
I'm very bad. I get like hay fever. Like I start coughing. I can't breathe. It's like it's very very bad. So Karen, when I first was dating her, when she was living on the beach,
Hmm.
I would go to her co-op in the beach,
Mhm.
and she had a cat that was 20 years old. 20.
Oh, yeah. Well, you didn't have
And
much time left.
no, and the thing would like to brush her ass up against me like usual cat activity.
Yeah, mine. They claim you. Mine.
And then they would give you the hiney move and
Yeah,
like
they have
you know,
glands there on their cheeks and their side of their ass there.
yeah.
I forget
Oh
what you call
God.
that.
Speaking of glands, like
Like
my
their hip. It's like a cat hip. That's where they're.
yeah,
You
the anal glands I have is
Well, that's
it.
not their anal glands, but
I'm
it's all.
talking about like that's gross with the dogs with the anal glands.
Yeah, especially having to express them.
Oh my God!
I
it
never knew
smells.
about that until probably maybe about 5 or 7 years ago. I mean, literally within the last 10 years, I learned about anal glands on
I
adults.
just learned about them like when I met my wife.
Oh,
I
really?
have no idea. It's
I
disgusting.
Yeah. Is it something new? Maybe.
What anal glands?
Yeah.
I think they've had them.
I mean, as far as people being aware of them, like I mean,
Yeah,
certainly not,
I
right?
don't know,
I mean,
but
they
Karen's
had
like that. Oh yeah, Lola needs her anal gland
expressed. You're like, what?
expressed, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right? He's like, here, squeeze here. What's that smell?
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes they and their farts are bad dogs.
Oh my
They have
God, these
SPDs. They're
Yorkies.
really are terrible. I'm like, who did that?
Yorkies. And they got to get up right next to you while you're eating every
And
single
they're like,
time. And you're like, what the?
and they walk away like
Yeah,
sassy.
yeah. Here, I made that for you.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
here's. Let me leave this air biscuit for you.
Right?
Yum.
You're
Enjoy
welcome.
it.
No. Don't thank me, but you're welcome.
Oh, here I am right now. I still have some pencil work in here. I have a
Awesome.
xenomorph hanging out, climbing,
There you go.
and this is all from my head. This is not just from. I'm not using any references.
That's what's going through Mike's head, everybody. Just bumping
Yeah,
around his brain.
it's fucked up.
Uh,
Well, whatever's left of it. Yeah,
Yeah, what can you do? Put it on paper.
yeah. Just put it on paper. And I have some nice doodle work from the other day. I was actually working on a tattoo. I was gonna make. I have a tattoo idea
Oh, cool.
of making a lion and a lamb because
Religious
you
one.
know what?
Sort of like a religious one, then.
Yes, it is.
Hmm.
And the lion and the lamb and chains being broken around the lion and the lamb.
Is it
So
the lion and the lamb, or is it the wolf and the lamb?
it's no, Jesus is the lion and the lamb.
Okay.
I hate to get into theology. I don't like to talk religion too much, but I'm a Christian.
It
So
happens sometimes, so.
and politics, I try to moonwalk my ass away from as much as possible. I don't care about who's getting canceled. It's just like enough. Like I hate like everybody's complaining. Blah blah blah. I'm like
Constantly, I know. It never ends. It never ends.
and
It literally never ends.
what are you gonna do? Like a couple like Twitter's louse. They're louses. Yes.
Cesspool.
My cat bats at my belt when I put it on. Oh wow, Brian.
Brian's cat is hysterical, Mike.
Oh yeah.
He needs a channel for that cat.
You ever see Sunny Cat like take like stream with his dog, and the dog would be showing its teeth.
Like growl, yeah, they're funny.
And no, but like he's like go to sleep, and the dog would go to sleep like this.
I like watching videos with the dogs that growl. I think it's funny.
Yeah, and now I have Scrappy Doo. I have Luna here, and she thinks she's bigger than she is.
She's sweet though. She's a sweet dog.
Oh man, she is the most loving creature.
Yeah.
But every morning I'm like, fuck, Luna, stop biting my fucking ankles. Stop it. Would you please stop biting my fucking ankles? Like enough. I'm like, Luna, I know. I'm here. I'm awake. I know. Just knock it off. So
I just sent you the picture that I'm working on. I'm just now starting to do the sky.
This guy? Ew.
The sky, the background.
I know. My head is in the gutter.
I'm not
I gotta
all
show
the way
you the
finished
picture
yet.
that I'm working on.
I still got to do the shadowing on the
I'm
swan.
gonna be right back.
Okay. Maybe Mike will share it and you guys can see my swan I'm drawing. And I've used every media I've had. I've used Derwent Inktense, which is like a watercolor pencil. I use Faber-Castell oil-based pencils, and I've used Prismacolor Premiers, which are a wax-based pencil. So every venue's been on it. And now I'm trying to do the background, which is going to take forever and ever and ever, because I want to do it a really pretty, like dramatic, like pinkish, reddish sky.
I like red skies.
Well, look at your phone and look at the picture I sent you. I don't know.
You're
You can
talented,
share it.
dude.
You can share it if you want. I'm just now starting to do the background. See, but if you enlarge it, my pearls, it's got like pearls on it,
Oh yeah, cool.
necklace. But if you enlarge it, look at the pearls. The pearls
You
look
got
really
some. You
good.
got some chops there, dude.
It's
How'd you
toward
get that
that.
effect? Did you blend? Did you just like?
Those are I did this. I did the pearls with Prismacolors. So you take like a
Did you use a brush?
no, it's a colored pencil.
Yeah. Well, I like the watercolor pencils, the ones that you could just go in
Well,
with a
that's what I was
brush
just
and
saying. I use
make some
Derwent.
amazing.
I use ink tints on that. I use the Faber Castells, and I use the the Prismacolors on it. The Prismacolors are great with wax stuff when you want to do like reflective surfaces or metallics and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah.
Whereas,
I've been obsessed with Mortal Kombat lately. I don't know why.
oh, the game.
But no, with drawing like
Okay.
characters from it.
Okay.
No,
Well, they got
I
some pretty
tend
cool
not to play
characters. I
video
can see
games.
why.
I tend not to.
I was
Oh,
watching
here's a
Timothy.
doodle piece that I did the other day.
Oh, it's awesome, Mike.
You see the snail?
You know what you should do?
What?
You should do like a whole bunch of doodles like that and make a coloring book.
The thought has crossed my mind.
No, really.
And then, see, look, I was actually reading Into the Mountains of Madness by Lovecraft.
Uh-huh.
And that thing right there with the little circles is actually one of the creatures from the book.
Oh.
And there's Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. I don't know why. I mean, it's just like
point them out to me. Where's Scorpion at?
Scorpion's on the bottom.
On the bottom?
See him? Right on top of the wing. I didn't color in his mask black or make him green.
It's so busy. I'm having a hard time finding
Right there.
anything. Okay.
See him?
Yes.
It is busy. I like to draw busy.
But
I know.
People like to color pictures like that too. Matter of fact, what's her name? I think it's Peter Hewitt. I think she's got a channel, Peter Hewitt.
I'm trying to find the piece that I have the line in.
Yeah, she was using
that one.
The Derwent ink tint ones, and she was coloring like it was almost like a collage. It's called Magic City. I think it's a coloring book. I don't have
Magic City.
It's one of the few I don't have. It's really cool. They take like the Eiffel Tower and they put a bunch of other shit around it, like from Paris, but it's done like sort of like real abstract, you know, like almost.
Well, I like to make like
caricatures.
I used to always do like fantasies, like or cities or landscapes, and make them like either like steampunk, cyberpunk.
Yeah, that's what these are. That's what this is. What reminds you of?
Or
it's like very
they
abstract.
have like the flying. I don't even know what it's called. It's like skypunk style. I don't even know the name of it.
Like the buildings are like all bulgy and have they're like curved.
Yeah, it looks like they're like it's like breathing and it's alive. Yeah. Now I'm trying to find it.
Like Salvador picture or something,
Oh, here it is. And this is the piece that I was working on with the Lion and the Lamb. Don't worry about the guy on the right because he's just weird. And I don't know what the fuck I was thinking at the time. I think I was under the influence.
Oh, cool.
And there's the Lion and the Lamb. And
it's under the influence.
And there's the cross. And all the fish and all the holy references.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's one thing. If I had more drawing skills, I would love to draw Revelations.
Draw what?
Revelations. The stuff in Revelations. The scenes in Revelations. Describing the eyes and the wheels and within wheels. Actually, the Book of Enoch would be a really great, cool thing.
The Book of Enoch would. That's what I was about to say. The Nephilim with all the teeth. And the giants.
And the giants and the angels that look like wheels within wheels and eyes all over the wings, and that would be really cool to draw.
Almost like H.P. Lovecraft.
Yes.
Like
imagine the four horsemen.
It's like Eldritch horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but the church kind of denounces all of that, like the Book of Enoch.
I don't know why they threw it out. I mean, I say it all the time. I mean, when Pete does streams, the Book of Enoch comes up quite a bit, and I don't know why they threw it out. And I think I think it's stupid for them to throw it out, number one, because if anything, it gives you more information against your enemy.
And
You
I
know,
think I don't know if he's Moses' grandson or Noah. Somebody
Enoch.
somebody integral in the Bible. It's his grandson Enoch,
Yeah,
or
either.
he's related to. I think he's related to Moses. But the Book of Enoch has all that really trippy, weird stuff going on in it, and the church won't recognize it as canon.
Actually, it's Jared, and Jared is the son of Adam and Eve. So there's Adam and Eve who had a son named Jared, and
I thought they just
Jared married somebody named.
somebody went to Jared.
It's Jared. Um, Jared was married to Baraka. Okay.
Baraka is a
Or
character from Mortal Kombat, by the way.
is Baraka? It was Baraka the male or the female? Jared's the male, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And
Well,
where
Baraka
does
could be. I
Enoch?
don't know. Baraka
Where,
sounds like a man's name to me,
well,
but anyway.
Baraka is actually a creepy character from Mortal Kombat who has knife arms.
That was Jared's wife, and that is
and
Baraka. Then would be the mother of
like sharpened
Enoch.
teeth.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And now there's another one saying it's the son of Cain. So I don't know. Wikipedia, make up your damn mind.
I'm just saying, like, I thought the only kids I thought they had were Cain and Abel. So
let's see. His character book of Genesis describes the son of Cain and father of Ered. After Cain arrived in the land of Nod, to which he was evicted by the Lord as his punishment for murdering his brother Abel, his wife became pregnant and bore Cain's first child, who he named Enoch. Okay, so now it's Cain's son. I swear to you, it came up Jared and Baraka.
Yeah. Obama.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
No, I was thinking of Baraka from Mortal Kombat. I got to show you what Baraka from Mortal Kombat looks like, though.
Okay, I can look it up too.
Where is it? I have the Magic Keyboard for my iPad.
Oh, I see
there
him. Yeah, he's got a weird mouth.
And he's pretty. He's all, like, weird teeth. Looking. Yeah, he's got all his weird teeth.
Yeah, he's definitely carnivorous. He's definitely carnivorous. He's not a.
Odds are he's not a vegan. I don't think he's a vegan.
Odds are he's not a vegan. Yeah.
I mean, look at this. This motherfucker's ugly.
Yeah, see, Philip, you couldn't remember. That's Cain. It's Cain's son, apparently. You're talking about the wheels of Ezekiel. Yeah. Yes, but I'm just talking about like drawing. That was back talking about drawing stuff. Yes, the wheels of Ezekiel. Exactly. The eyes and the wheels within wheels. Yeah. Yep.
That really reminds me of like that movie.
Spaceship.
Have you ever seen Event Horizon?
I know I have it. I just don't remember.
It has like wheels within wheels, and Sam Neill loses his mind in outer space.
Yeah, I know I have. I just
can't. And he, I gotta tell you,
Sam didn't never see the whole thing. To be honest,
Sam Neill is good at playing like antagonists in cosmic horror movies, like in The Mouth of Madness. I mean, that movie was sick. Do you read Sutter Kane? That's one of the best movies. And yeah, he's not just like the doctor from Jurassic Park. I mean, he's got skills. So, but Event Horizon was really like, I mean, it was trippy. It was kind of like next level, like Lovecraftian cosmic horror craziness. And I like drawing the Lovecraft creatures too, because I mean, this is stuff that from the 1920s and 30s that this guy just made up, and it's almost like it's insane. Like I love his style of writing. And without him, we wouldn't have King, we wouldn't have Kuntz, we wouldn't have any horror writer, Barker, not nobody.
Well,
Without Lovecraft. Lovecraft
okay.
was around in the 20s.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
he
all
was a
about the
racist, and
tentacles.
that's unfortunate.
It's all
What's
about
that?
it's all about the tentacles.
It's all about the tentacle creatures. Yeah, I mean everything had tentacles, and
Have you seen that video game?
the Cthulhu one.
Yes.
No.
Oh my God. That I don't remember who I watched play it. I watched like the whole game. It's like several parts. I may have been, I don't remember if it was
I
Jesse
love
Cox or what.
all that Eldritch horror stuff, and
And I think it was Jesse Cox, but I like watching certain people. They go through all the lore, they read all the notes, and Jesse Cox is really good about that. I love watching his channel. You ever heard of him? Jesse
no,
Cox. He's
I watched
got a cool
PewDiePie.
animated beginning and cool animated like ending and stuff. He mainly does panels now, but I like when he plays a game just on his own because he's constantly telling you what he's thinking, and he's really entertaining anyway. So, and he, like I said, he doesn't skip on any of the scenes. He doesn't skip. He reads everything. He explains everything that he's doing, and he just makes you enjoy the shit out of the game. And it's like sitting there watching a movie, you know.
You know what I rewatched? What I'm rewatching now for like the fourth time, and it's still amazing.
What?
It's True Detective season 1.
Oh, okay.
You ever see it?
I have not.
What? Where have you under a rock?
Yeah. Big rock. A big ass rock. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just busting your chops.
I
But
know you are.
it is a must see. I mean, Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey together, and I mean their chemistry on screen is unbelievable.
What about that other new series? The other one about the Resident Alien.
Resident Alien?
Yeah,
you talk about stuff from like 1980s?
No, it's new. It's a new series.
I remember the show from the 80s with Brian Dennehy in it.
It's new. It's great. This alien, he comes to Earth. He's coming to Earth to blow it up, and he crashes, and he loses the device that blows the Earth up. So he has to blend in with everybody, and he's an asshole, but it's really it's very entertaining. You know, he ends up becoming like the town doctor because I don't remember if he ends up killing him or taking over his body, or I don't somehow some way he's in this little town and he becomes the town doctor, and then in all his spare time he's combing the area where his crash site is, trying to find this device to blow the Earth up. He hates human
to blow
beings.
Up the Earth.
But slowly as he's developing
those hairless monkeys.
slowly he's developing relationships with people, so it's and there's like this kid in the series, and he's just like, you just hate this kid. It's funny, he just hates this kid, and they make the kid hateful as hell. It's just really good though.
Yeah.
Resident Alien.
Well, Resident Evil. You talking about the video game?
No, it's called Resident Alien. That's what it's called.
I remember they had a show in the probably mid 80s or possibly early 90s, and aliens were living amongst us, and they were persecuted because they were aliens, and it was a sci-fi show, and there was like racism towards the aliens, but they looked like aliens. They had like big giant heads. And,
yeah, I remember. I remember that one. Here.
Yeah, and I think Brian Dennehy.
Here, I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to show you the trailer. We can watch the trailer, right? The trailer's okay.
I believe so.
Can we watch the trailer? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Look at this. Let me see. Share screen. Share audio. You've got to watch this. It's actually pretty funny. I need to catch up like really bad. I need to catch up.
Sci-fi?
Go back and watch them.
It's
on the Sci-Fi channel. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. Yes. Can you see my screen?
I see your avatar. I just see your avatar.
Do you want to do that?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm sharing my screen, so you need to do something on your end.
I see it now.
Let me know when you're ready. I'll play it.
I got it.
You ready?
Yep.
You got
Excuse me, sir. Dr. Harry Vanderspiegel.
What can I help you with?
We had ourselves a murder in town last night. You're a doctor. We need you to come down and take a look at the body. Doctor.
This is hostile. A good mystery, figuring out what happened. Like Law and Order.
All right, look, that's one creepy sumbitch. Y'all see that, right?
I have to prove I fit in, that I'm normal like them.
What the hell?
There's something wrong with that mask.
Who even are you, Ray Vanderspiegel?
Just a normal human.
This town looks like a specimen kind of thing. It has an underbelly. My son told me you're an alien.
Well, you don't have anything to worry about. I'm not an alien. Thank you for coming over. There is a killer out there. I can help. I'm a good doctor. I'm never wrong.
We firmly believe the body washed up on the beach.
How do you know that? Because I can feel it in my body.
That's my point.
Well, and
In the hospital,
that's current. So the current
Everyone's innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, I will.
Unless they're guilty.
Today, you know what happens today? They didn't get the right off. How much that? You know, when you call the bank.
One of the people here is a murderer.
Okay.
So all day long from 1 until now.
so intense. I like it.
Mortgage and their phones were down.
Not for everybody.
Just got through now. They're gonna try to get all this.
what do you think?
I couldn't. My whole family watching at the same time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna end the stream anyways. Been on for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, we
So-
have been.
All
Philip,
right, Tina.
thanks for hanging out
You
with
want to
us,
see the final?
Brian.
You want to see the final thing? It's not done yet, but it needs coloring
It's
and
looking
needs more inking.
awesome. Well, we'll pick it up tomorrow if you can.
Yes, if I can. Yes, of course.
All right.
Say hi to mom.
Hi, guys.
Hi, everybody.
That's my mom.
Hey, Mom. How are you?
Good. How are you? Sorry.
Aw.
That's my
No,
mom.
don't be sorry. Be
My
sorry.
wife is here and my
We
stepdad.
like when Mom stream bomb. My mom does it to me.
Oh, here
Hey,
comes my
Karen.
wife.
Hi, Tina. How are you?
Okay, how you doing, sweetheart?
Good.
Good.
Beautiful out today.
It is
Yeah.
beautiful here today
I'm
in
about to
Florida.
end the stream and enjoy the weather.
Here you
So-
go. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Brian, for hanging
Thank
out
you,
with
Philip,
us.
Brian,
Who else is
everybody
here?
in the chat. Okay,
Me,
love you
if you're still
guys,
here.
and I
Yep.
will display said picture when it's done,
All
mañana
right.
or another date.
That's right.
Okay.
Love you all. Okay.
All right.
Have a
Peace out,
great
Tina.
time, Mike. All right.
All
Bye.
right. Later. Bye bye.